Steve.
Hi. Yeah, I was trying to call because I thought you had retired, and I was thinking, who should I talk to over there? So I wanted to figure that out.
Well, rumors of my demise have been slightly exaggerated. I've got until Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
So you can harass me up until midnight Friday.
All right.
The guy who's taking my place, his name is Ted Cressy, Kresse.
Okay.
Ted right now is managing director of the New Harbor Group, which is a public affairs and public relations agency in Providence.
Okay.
You'll love this. The New Harbor is the agency that we brought in to help us on the liquefaction topic issue at Allen's Avenue and Fields Point. So he's got a working knowledge of that project, and as well as others. But here's the deal: he's got to take vacation, so he won't actually be in the office. Excuse me, until the 17th of July.
All right.
So your best bet, if there's anything that pops up, is to call. Do you have the media information line numbers?
I may, but could you run them off to me so I put them in my...
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there are two. One's daytime, and it's 781 907 3980.
Okay.
And the overnight, after hours, and holiday line, it's the same, with the last four digits are 3981.
Okay.
Now that gets answered by someone up in Waltham.
All right.
The after hours will activate, if you leave a message on the after hours line, it'll activate a pager for the person who is on call, and they would be the ones getting back to you. But either way, those folks are aware that we've got this lapse in taking the reins for a couple of weeks anyway. So they're going to rely on multiple sources before Ted comes on.
No, that sounds fine.
So everything's going to be covered. It's just going to be different folks.
Okay. All right. So then I'll get to a question I have, if you have a minute, about the Technical Information Center for the proposed short-term response action plans for the terminal road sites. Does that make sense? They're having a meeting.
The strap?
Yes, that's what it is. Yes, strap.
Yeah, I only know acronyms. I don't even know acronyms, what they stand for.
That's fine. Okay, I didn't realize that. They're having a meeting from 6 to 9 on Thursday, July 13th at the Providence Public Safety Complex.
Correct.
And the reason I'm calling is because I've had a couple of people from that area reach out to me, and they feel that the location was chosen at a police station to basically, keep certain people out, right? That this is a community that sometimes...
Steve, it's an open meeting.
Yes.
And that's the reason it was chosen there. We were looking at a variety of venues, most of which were open. We had looked at CCRI, and the problem was that the facility there it's open to students and faculty. It's not an area that would be conducive to holding a meeting while there was foot traffic all around us.
Right.
And so we've used that public safety complex in the past. We've had public meetings there and hearings on our rate issues and other topics. It's very convenient, and it's a good location, and the facility itself is ideal for what we're planning to do.
Right. I just want to just to eliminate some of their concerns. Some people say that...
What are their concerns?
They have to pass through a metal detector.
If their intent is to break the law or to disrupt the meeting... No,
I don't think that... No one has said that to me.
Because regardless of where we would have a meeting, we always have a police presence.
Oh, absolutely.
So
but
if their intent is to disrupt the meeting in any way, it's irrelevant where it's going to be held, because they will be asked to leave the meeting if their intent is to disrupt it.
Well, I think what happens is some people, it's a high security area, so people pass through metal detectors to get in, there's this idea that if you're, let's say, an undocumented person, you might not want to go to a police station where you may be identified as undocumented. Also, some people who might have minor warrants out for their arrest might not want to go to a police station again. They might be concerned for the community.
Again,
Right.
I can't speak for someone's criminal record or
Sure.
their lack of documentation. The venue was chosen because of its easy access from the area around the Fields Point facility, and it's a public building.
Yep.
We've used it in the past, and we've never had issues in the past. So I don't know why we would have issues now.
No, but I understand that, and I'm just bringing up some of the concerns that were said to me. So I'm not sure. I don't know the background on this that much either. So as I'm saying this, I'm not trying to make any kind of case here. I'm just like pointing out what it was said to me. I think that's all I have.
If you could, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
if you could, if you are writing on this, just mention that we've had open meetings there
Yes.
in the past, and nothing like this has been an issue.
I will definitely note that.
We don't anticipate that it would be an issue here either.
Okay.
Again, our only concern, regardless of what the venue is, our only concern is that people respect the meeting, and they respect the presence of others, and they respect people with opposite views of what they may have. And understand, this is strictly an environmental. This has nothing to do with the pros and cons of fossil fuel or of LNG or the installation of liquefaction equipment. It really is to explain our processes to be used on the environmental aspects related to that facility and to that property.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's not a forum to discuss the pros and cons of fossil fuel.
Right.
And we're going to keep it very tightly focused on that as well.
I understand that. And as an aside to that, then, like, is that even possible to do, to take a company like National Grid, which is doing all this work in preparation for a liquefaction company, and then keep it separate from the wider issues of fossil fuels?
Yes, because we've had meetings related directly to the liquefaction process in the past. So that issue's been covered, but this is a separate issue.
Right.
So again, we're dedicating it to this purpose, and that's what this meeting is all about.
Right, and that's the legally this is a legally mandated meeting, correct? I mean,
I don't know what you mean by
I mean,
that.
in the sense that in order to go forward, you have to have certain meetings on certain subjects, and this meeting is like, it has to be done.
I'm not sure if this is mandated, but
Okay.
we felt that we should explain what we're going to be doing down there as far as what any activity that's going to be going on at the site that people should have a right to know about it.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with the fossil fuel.
Right.
And nothing to do with the liquefaction equipment. It's not what this is all about.
All right, that's cool. And then if I can ask a completely unrelated question. I was by the site of the gas leak earlier this week. I think it was Sunday. I was driving past, and I noticed that all the rocks that had been hit by the blast of escaping gas on the hurricane barrier have been removed. They were the ones that I had noted in an article I wrote that they had been discolored from the blast of the stuff, and they seem to be coated in this like slightly gooey residue. And that seems to have been all taken out recently. And I was wondering if who's doing that? Is that National Grid doing that remediation work, or is it the Army Corps of Engineers who
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I'll send you an email on that then, and if you could find out a little bit, like what happens. I was wondering what happens to those rocks and stuff like that.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh God, I better retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the email.
All right.
See where we stand as far as any remediation that's going on there at the site and who's doing what. Okay.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And if I don't get to talk to you again, have an excellent retirement. And I have to say that you've been excellent to work with, and you've always been really, really good to us. So I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome. Take care.